welcome to the 8th edition of the Press Preps Roundtable. We've got a full house for you today. I am Tony Meale, joined by Scott Springer and Nick Dudukovich, and today we've got James Weber in from Kentucky. We welcome Nick Dudukovich back on the job. He's been gone for the last couple of weeks with his wife and newborn daughter. Nick, what's it like being a father?
It feels pretty great, and fortunately my wife can operate on 0 hours of sleep, so maybe I'm catching a few hours there, and I'm just kidding. But, life is going pretty well. It's going pretty great. That's
good. We're glad to have you back. We've got some pretty monumental basketball games going on this week for Division I. We've got Withrow against Moeller and LaSalle against Winton Woods. Scott, what's your prediction since you cover 3 of these teams?
Got to watch the guys in Dayton, and Withrow Moeller, that's a tough one. Withrow has all the skill in the world, Division I guys. Aaron Thomas, Devin Williams, only a sophomore. Carl Porter's pretty good. They got points out of Kevin Jones the other night. Carl Kramer, the Moeller coach, saw him, said the best talent he's seen. Moeller just wins. Moeller doesn't have anyone that really stands out. They got to start from sophomore Josh Davenport. He was outstanding. This is a tough one. You can either go team, individual. Withrow has found a way to win recently in games like this. I'm going to say the Tigers based on the talent. LaSalle, Winton Woods, very team-oriented. Samaje Christian, their top guy. They've got a ton of other guys that step up. Dennis Thomas had 25 points at Dayton. Small team. Samaje, the tallest guy out there at 6'3". LaSalle, I saw, awesome. Too much talent, too much depth. I think LaSalle, in the end, beats Winton Woods, and so we're going to have LaSalle and Withrow, maybe. I could be wrong, because I've been wrong a lot, and those of you that know I'm wrong have told me I'm wrong.
Yeah, as far as LaSalle goes, I mean, like you said, they're not a very tall team either, neither is Winton Woods, but LaSalle played Winton Woods at Winton Woods this year in January, beat them by 13. I think that in the end, LaSalle, they've had great chemistry all year long, they've had just great teamwork. They were my preseason and pre-playoff pick to survive the region. So I have LaSalle getting past Winton Woods by about 10 points. As far as the more Withrow game, that's a very tough game to call. I think in the end, I think Moeller pulls out a very, very close game. And then in the end, I think LaSalle beats Moeller to go back to state for the first time since 1996.
Let me ask you guys this, so if Moeller ends up playing LaSalle here for a shot to go to state, what happened before with those previous contests between those two teams? Does that come into play, or is it throw it all out the window?
I think you throw it all out the window at that point. I mean, everyone knows what happened, but I don't think you're going to play them the same way by any means. And it's March. Crazy things happen.
Yeah, and the thing is, both those teams know each other so well. Both teams have so many players that were there last year for all those showdowns. Really, it just comes down to who wants it more, I think. And I just think Moeller's going to have a hard time beating Withrow with all that talent, and then coming back a couple days later and beating LaSalle, who beat them the last time they played. So I think LaSalle's got a bit of an easier regional semifinal opponent. That's not a knock on Winton Woods, but Withrow is really good. But I think LaSalle is going to end up beating Winton Woods and Moeller. But we'll see what happens. And you've got Summit this week. They play a game against Heath.
That's right.
In the regional semifinals.
They've got a big game coming up. Summit coach and former UK player and NBA player Michael Bradley really has those guys playing well. And the thing about Summit is they're young. They got freshman point guard Antonio Woods, sophomore Miami Valley Conference star Kevin Johnson, 4th in the conference in scoring with 14.3 points per game this year. He's really having a terrific season. And another guy they have who's playing really well, Ryan Glass, 12.3 points per game this season. I think they're going to get by Heath. If they win, they get the winner of the.
It's Clark and Taft.
Yeah.
Clark and Taft.
Clark with an amazing finish, and they get to play Taft. Max Hassel throws one in at the buzzer, a 3 to force overtime. They score 10 in overtime. Scott Kerr and Clark. No one knows about them because they're over in the Cake Building. They're coming back to Hyde Park at some point, but Clark Montessori is still going on. They play the Senators. James, what the heck's going on in Kentucky? Because you know all about Kentucky and we know very little.
Well, Dixie Heights is in the state tournament this week, which is the Sweet 16, so basically the same level, the same round as Ohio is right now. But they were playing Lexington Catholic Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, and from what I hear, they'll be a slight underdog, but Dixie has a lot of experience in shooting, and they have one of the best freshmen in the state, in Brandon Hatton. Averages 19 points per game. Hit a lot of big shots for them in the regional tournament. And if you missed, not even you saw their regional final a week ago, it was 4 overtimes over Newport Central Catholic. It was in front of 6,000 people at KU's arena. It was one of the best.
You were shooting all that, so you're to be commended because your knees are still in shape.
Yeah, Kentucky's a mystery to us, so we welcome your knowledge about Kentucky sports. So,
but basically, Kentucky it's different where the 16 teams, one class, and whoever wins will play 4 games in 4 days, or 3 of the teams that start Thursday, because they play somebody Saturday morning, final Saturday night. It's tradition there. It's
Who's the best team left, and how far are they going?
well, Lexington Catholics will be one of the favorites, and then I think Louisville Eastern is the overall favorite. But Dixie Heights is my lone team left in that. It's say they have probably a slight underdog Wednesday night, and then if they win, they'll probably play Christian County on Friday night, and that should be a tough game too. Very
Gotcha.
evenly matched. Christian County is.
But it's a fun time of year because like basketball is the top religion in Kentucky.
Right.
Catholicism, Baptist, but basketball is the first.
High school
church.
basketball,
Exactly.
UK basketball is
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
counter, so.
And this tournament is in Rupp Arena, so it's always
I mean, it's Mecca.
it's a mecca.
Yeah.
Great experience for
People
kids,
are bowing
definitely.
down and kissing the ground before they go in.
It's pretty much how it works. It's the state tournament is 100-year history basically, and a lot of memories, and people there can tell you about things that happened 50 years ago. It is a religion there, and it's always one of my favorite weeks of the year.
Yeah, there's some great games this week in all divisions in both states. So let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, how we can do better next time. Thank you.